Hi everybody. I'm not sure if you can see me well. Let me see if I can turn this around. I don't know if you even want to see me. I just got out of the shower, but I wanted to get this devotional journal started. And today's lady, I'll let you know, we do the devotional journal out of the top 100 women of the Bible, and it's in alphabetical order. And today's lady is Hannah, which is my mom's name also. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and read the scripture that is in the devotional journal. It's not King James Version. I'm not sure. It might be, well, let's just take a look and see what it is. I'm not sure if it will tell me or not. Well, they do them out of New International Version and King James Version. But this one's not King James because it doesn't read the same. All right, excuse my wet hair. Okay, Elkanah had two wives. One was called Hannah and the other Peninnah. Peninnah had children, but Hannah had none. Okay, we're going to go right in and see what the journal has to say. Did all the women in the Bible pick on those who couldn't have children? No, not really. But from the biblical record, it seems to have happened often enough. Perhaps God was showing his people why polygamy isn't part of his plan. Though Hannah's husband, Elkanah, loved her deeply, that only seemed to make her situation worse. Elkanah's second wife, the jealous Peninnah, kept picking at the childless favorite until Hannah completely despaired and would not eat. When they made their annual visit to the tabernacle, Hannah poured out her heart to God. Though she had probably prayed often before this, now she had made a special promise. If God would give her a son, she would give the child back to him to serve him. She wanted her son to take the Nazirite vow, a sign of special dedication to God, as Samson had done. Now, if I remember correctly, the Nazirite vow would be that they would drink no alcohol, they would touch no dead thing, and they would not cut their hair for life. All right, even during her heartfelt prayer, more pain came Hannah's way. Eli, the priest, confronted Hannah, accusing her of being drunk. She had to explain that it was her deep need, not wine, that had made her pray silently, yet with her lips moving. The chastened priest believed Hannah and sent her on her way, blessing her. Then Hannah felt peace in her heart as her face shone and she ate once again. Soon, Hannah received the answer to her prayer. She conceived and in time had a son whom she named Samuel, which means heard of God. The next year, when her husband wanted her to visit the tabernacle again, she promised to give Samuel to the Lord's service, but not until he was weaned. Since there was no way to keep milk in that era, children were usually weaned around 3 years old. So Samuel would have had those early years of influence by a godly family. It seems like I remember hearing too that if you raise your child, the first 3 years, if I'm not mistaken, are the most important because that is what retains a lot in their memory from their youth. It might be it seems like it was 3 years old, but it might be 5 years old. All right, so pages are stuck together or something. No? All right, sorry about that. Anyway, especially by his mother. Though Samuel was very young, Hannah must have had a powerful impact upon him, for he became one of Israel's greatest prophets. He led Israel spiritually through the important age of the founding of the monarchy. Hannah kept her promises to her husband and to God. Once Samuel was weaned, she brought him and a generous offering to the tabernacle. After the offering was made, she gave her son to Eli to raise and train in the priesthood. Boy, that would be hard, wouldn't it? This amazing woman must have felt sorrow at leaving her child. Yet the words from her lips were all praise for the Lord, who had brought the situation to pass. She glorified him for his deliverance, feeling as if she had won the battle with the arrogant Peninnah. Her prayers showed deep devotion to God and trust that he was in charge of all that happens on the earth. Perhaps that's why she could leave Samuel with Eli. Though his own sons had fallen into wickedness and would be with young Samuel in the tabernacle, she trusted that God would fulfill all she wanted for her son. Though her contact with Samuel was limited to the annual visit, Hannah faithfully showed him her love, providing him with a gift from home, a robe, which he would have worn every day and remembered her by. Eli prayed for Hannah and her husband, and they had 5 more children. The barren woman became fully blessed because she trusted in God and committed her life to him. Even her relationship with her miracle child to him. Isn't Hannah a woman you'd like to meet in heaven? Can't you relate to her on many levels? Her pain has been yours, even if you haven't had trouble conceiving, because relationships are so often complex and hurtful. Like her, you've had to give some treasured things up to God and trust that he would bless you for your sacrifice. You've taken risk for him and hoped you'd never regret them. This wonderful mother, who almost wasn't one, is a beautiful picture for every godly woman today. See, I had written down here last year, I said, I love the story of Hannah, and I can't imagine the feelings that she had being proud to be Samuel's mother and yet giving him fully to God to be raised by the church. Yeah. I know a lot of us have had trouble having children and carrying them to full term. And, I know we didn't have to face what she had to face having a, sister wife that was very, vengeful and hateful. But I know I had suffered carrying my son, and I ended up losing his twin, which, I don't know if it was a boy or a girl, but in my heart, I feel like it was a girl. But I guess I'll find out in heaven someday. Well, I hope that you enjoyed that little devotional journal today, and I hope that you learned something along the way with me. And if you have any questions or comments, you're always free to leave them down below, or you can email me. I always put my email, I think it's on my homepage. You can go there and email me or send me a card. I have my P.O. box listed in the description of every video that I do. And let's see, today here in Ohio, I'll give you a little update. It is snowed a little, but nothing collected on the ground. But it's really gray, and it's really, ugh. And I just wanted to let you guys know, too, that Mom's wedding is not going to be a big wedding. It's just going to be all of their children, and then they've decided to also include the grandchildren if they would like to be there. And it's going to be in their house, in Chummy's house. So it's going to be really, really tight and probably very, very crowded. But, it's just going to be the love that's going to matter. And so I can't wait for that. And another thing I'm really excited for is my oldest brother. He lives in California. And I always talk to one of the ladies that makes videos because she lives in San Diego. And I always, when I watch her videos, because she does a lot of videos driving around, I always try to look and see if I can see my brother anywhere. Of course, you know, it's a big place. I'm not going to see him probably, but anyway, he's coming home, him and his wife, and I'm so excited to see them. And all of my sister's coming over from Pennsylvania and her husband. So all of my siblings will be together again, and that's really great. I'm so excited about that. Haven't seen my brother for a little while. And then I'm going to go home with my sister if nothing happens, back to Pennsylvania. I'm going to go and stay a little bit with her. Maybe up to a week, I don't know. And I have some really cool videos planned for you guys too. She's told me about some really neat places, and I thought that I would take you guys along with me. So, and also, if anybody's watching, please subscribe if you haven't done so yet. I am still planning on doing the giveaway at 400 and another at 500. And my goodness, it's taken me a long time to get to this 400. I'll get like one new sub a week or something. And it's like, oh my goodness. So, yeah, my analytics, I think it's called, show that I have like 60-some% that are actually subscribed to my channel. And the other part they're not subscribed, they just watch. So if that's one of you guys and you like to watch my videos, if you wouldn't mind, it doesn't cost anything. Just go ahead and subscribe to me, and it will help me in the long run. And then I will do another shout out about the giveaway, and I'll let everybody put their name back on that in the comment, and then I'll use that to go by to pick the winner. If you're not sure about the giveaway, I have videos of where I made, see, I'm not exactly sure about the title, but I'm going to be giving away paintings that I've done. The first one is a watercolor, and the second one is a oil painting. Actually, I have them over here, so I could just take you over there if you want to see them real quick. Okay, let's go over here for a minute. Okay, this one is the watercolor. And that is going to be the one that I give away for when I reach 400. And then this one is an oil painting. And this one I will be giving away at 500.